Good day to you. Mike Ortel here, wanting to share a little bit of heaven's inspiration. In my two churches, one week I did it, and the next week I did it at the other church. And what did I do? Well, we had communion. And so many times when you're bouncing so many balls in a church, unless you got it written in your yearly calendar, communion can be postponed. But we try to do it as Adventists once a quarter. So as I was preparing for it, I was going to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 24 and 25. It's talking about the emblems which represents Jesus' broken body and the blood that was spilled for the saving of our souls eternally. And it says there in those verses what Jesus said as he sat at the table with his disciples. First, he said to the broken bread, "This is my broken body. Do this in remembrance of me." Eat it. This is my broken body. Now it's time to eat it. But do this in remembrance of me. And then when we go to the next verse, that it speaks about the wine representing his blood that was shed for us. And it didn't say, do this. It said, this do in remembrance of me. That's how it's put in the King James Version. So whether you say, this do, or do this in remembrance of me, could there be other things in our lives that we ought to do in remembrance of God? How about opening up the Bible every day? How about going to our knees? Or before we go into a store or a bank or wherever, we're doing this in remembrance of him. And therefore, I don't think we can do communion quite enough to remind us that how we live is really doing this in remembrance of Jesus. Lord, thank you for dying on the cross for us. And we're grateful for that. And we take communion for that reason. But it makes it very clear, the broken bread, the spilled blood that represented in the wine, we call grape juice. Jesus says, do all of this in remembrance of me. May we come to church in remembrance of Jesus. May we have our family worship in remembrance of Jesus. May we read our Bible. May we do this, that for the neighbor because of Jesus. In your name.